I know I did something equally as dumb 2 seconds later by trying to blow up his keeper after the effect of Azure Eyes, despite knowing exactly what it does. But in my defense, how was I supposed to know this was a dragon? Like, I know the wings are kind of a dead giveaway, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure this thing is a closer match to Santa Claus, if anything. Like, come on, have the Konami art team never seen How to Train Your Dragon? I mean, I haven't seen it either, but that's besides the point. Dragons are not meant to look like scaly old men. Alright, let's move on. So as soon as I saw Judgment Dragon in the new box, I knew exactly how I wanted to play the deck, as I've seen a lot of hype around Eclipse Wyvern from being banned in the TCG, but it's never really had any use in Duel Links. Until now. Welcome to Chaos-Lightsworn. So let me first address the elephant in the room. I did try to keep this as post-ban list as possible, but I ended up using Spell Specialist, despite it receiving nerfs as soon as the list arrives. But since Konami won't actually tell us exactly what they are going to do to the skill, it's kind of hard to know whether or not this will still be the best skill after the change, since it's currently the best skill for this deck by a long shot, but it might change after the list, nobody knows. But the rest of the deck is post-ban list approved. So the main focus of this deck is of course Judgment Dragon, which is a 3000 attack monster that can be special summoned whenever you have 4 Lightsworn monsters with different names in the grave. Its effect allows you to nuke the board by paying 1000 life points, and it can do this as many times as it likes. This card is of course why we are running the Chaos engine, thanks to Eclipse Wyvern. Basically, when Eclipse Wyvern is sent to the grave, you may banish a level 7 or higher light or dark dragon monster, so in this case, Judgment Dragon. And when it is banished from the grave, you may add that dragon to your hand. So when you stick this card in a deck that mills the shit out of itself, and then combine that with some chaos monsters that like to special summon themselves by banishing monsters in your graveyard, you've got yourselves a pretty powerful searcher. The rest of the deck is just your typical Lightsworn stuff, and to be honest, I am way too lazy to go through every single card in depth, but I will give you a brief rundown. Lyla pops back row, Lumina special summons monsters from the grave, normally tuners for them easy level 7 synchros, Raiden is a tuner and mills stuff, Jain nobody cares about as he is just an extra dark Lightsworn monster with a different name, Felis is fairy bait, Ryko is a good boy, and of course we have to include both good boys. Solid draw stuff, and finally, Charge is a card you'll all enjoy for about 2 months before it's inevitably banned. There is one final card I do want to explain before moving on to the gameplay, and that is Squire. Basically, this card just banishes stuff from your grave, so if you don't have a Chaos monster, you can just use this card to banish Wyvern instead, to add Judgment to hand. Alright guys, that's it for the talking part of the video. The rest of the video will just be a bunch of gameplay, showcasing the deck list in action. If you like the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, comment if you have any questions or feedback, make sure to check out my Discord, Patreon and Twitch down below. And if you happen to have $1 lying around and wish to support me, feel free to click that join button down below to support me directly, as well as gain access to a few little neat perks. Enjoy the gameplay!
Duel! Duel!
Hey, big brother, can I watch SpongeBob?
Shut up, Mokuba. I'm busy flagging YouTube videos to compensate for the fact that I have an extremely small penis.
Oh.